Hello there. I want to take a few minutes of your time today to explain and communicate a need that we have here at Hope Learning Center. First, I'll give a little bit of background. As you might already know, Hope Learning Center has been in existence since about 2005. And since that time, we've undergone lots of different changes. One of the biggest changes over the last couple of years is that we recently became a nonprofit organization. We did this for a few reasons. First of all, in order to operate in a church, you need to be a nonprofit organization. It is not legal for sole proprietorships to operate in churches. Therefore, that was our number one reason. So in February of 2020, we started the long and tedious process of becoming a nonprofit. Another reason that we became a nonprofit is because it opens us up to other grants and monies available, since we're able to offer those folks tax deductible receipt. So it just made sense since that's how we are operating. We are operating as a nonprofit, so we decided that we wanted to become one. It was a costly, quite frankly, costly and lengthy process, but thankfully, in the fall of 2021, we were awarded our 501c3 status. Since becoming a nonprofit organization, we have experienced other changes as well. We've added more teachers, we've added more elementary classes, and we've added more tutoring services as well. As I'm sure you can imagine, it has been challenging financially, and we currently find ourselves in a pretty tight spot financially. While we want to keep tuition affordable, we also need to take care of our financial responsibilities. There are many costs associated with running this learning center, and I would like to explain a few of those costs to you. We have costs like B&O tax. If you don't know, B&O tax is business and occupancy tax. And yes, nonprofits are required to pay that as well. It's a Washington state tax. We have accounting fees for when we file our federal income taxes. We also use an accountant for payroll. We do a lot of our own bookkeeping, but we want an accountant for those important filings. We buy books and supplies for the classroom. We pay for Teacher Ease, which is our student database and gradebook program that we use. We have payroll expenses for our office manager, and we also pay our teachers for their services. Our teachers work very hard and spend many hours planning the classes, teaching the classes, and then grading and giving the students feedback. So we want to pay them for their services, even though the pay that we pay them is much less than what they would get at a public school and even a private school. So all of those things add up to quite a bit. So what do we need from you? Well, I would like to encourage you to think about organizations or people who have money to give organizations like ours. Please let us know if you can think of any. I have already applied for the Furstenberg Foundation grant. I'm in the process of applying to the Chick-fil-A grant, and I have several other leads to follow of philanthropic businesses around town. But there's a lot of you and one of me and a few of us working on this. So I'm hoping and praying that you have more ideas for us to follow. We are a wonderful organization and we are providing an amazing service to the community, and there are lots of people who would want to contribute toward something like this. So be bold and ask around and think about people or businesses that you think would like to hear more about us. Also, we are planning currently a fundraising event which is coming up on May 5th. How can you help with this? Well, pretty soon we're going to be sending out a sign up genius for things that you can contribute to make the night a success. So that will be some food items, but also we would like to have some baskets or some items of baskets of things or individual items to raffle off at the dance. So I don't know if you do pottery, if you make jewelry, if you have a service business that you would be willing to donate some of your time in providing your services as something that we could raffle off. It would help us immensely. So be thinking of what you could do to help to donate to the fundraiser so that we can raffle it off. We believe wholeheartedly that God is calling us to continue to offer excellent high quality classes for homeschoolers. Please consider helping us in this journey by getting involved with our fundraising. Watch for those emails with specific things that you can do to help out. And most importantly, we invite you to pray right along with us for God to provide for us to continue operating in the way that we do. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon.